In this tutorial video, I'm going to briefly talk about Solo and some of the ways that it can help your students. The first thing you'll need to know is how to download Solo onto your student netbooks. This is only under the staff login, so as a staff member, so you'll have to log out as a student and log in as yourself. You'll go to the Start menu, Control Panel, and then go to Get Programs. When your list of programs pops up, you'll see that Solo is right here, and you'll just click to install. Once Sony Solo has installed on your student's computer, you can log off as yourself and then log in as the student. And you'll see that you then have 4 things that come with Solo. You've got this one right here, Co-Writer, Draft Builder, Write It Out, and Read Out Loud. I guess that's actually 5. The one that I'm going to talk about right now is Read Out Loud. When you go to open this, it pulls up just like a regular web browser will. So for example, if you have a test in NetSchool, you'll just go to this URL.
Refresh.
And the student can log in just like they normally would to NetSchool and go to a test. So I'm going to go to a teacher's course that I know has a test right now, or that has a test open. So when the student goes to take the test, if there's something they want read out loud, they just place their cursor above the text and click on Speak.
If you are having problems with depression, which of the following kinds of psychologists would be the greatest help to you? Choose one.
Okay, and then whenever they need it to stop, they just click on the speaker again. So as you can see, it reads out the tests aloud to students. So I think that will be a great resource if you are currently building your quizzes in NetSchool. Now, in addition to reading quizzes, it will also read aloud anything else that you have in NetSchool, as long as it's in something that we call rich text format. So if you want the directions read aloud, they can do that too.
You will have 2 attempts to take this quiz with.
In addition, anything out here can also be read aloud, so they could put the cursor right here.
If you do late, makeup or retest work in Moodle, please.
So you can see that it really has a lot of tools that the students can use. And the other part of Solo that I'm going to talk about is something that's called Write Out Loud. So the first one I talked about was Read Out Loud. That's where you put in the URL and it reads whatever is read aloud, including an online textbook or a NetSchool quiz. Write Out Loud is something a little bit different. It basically reads aloud whatever the students type. So if I were to just type in hello, it reads everything out loud to me. But where I think this could come in useful is if you had something in a Word document and the students copied and pasted it on here, then Solo would read everything aloud. So for example, let me find a Word document that I've completed recently. Oh, not that one. Okay, so here's an example of a Word document. So if you had a quiz or something in a Word document, the student could just copy it, and then in Write Out Loud, so this is the program Write Out Loud, they could just paste the text, and then wherever they wanted it to be read out loud, they could just
Here's your decision. Do you quote when you're working with?
Go ahead and click Read Aloud. So those are some of the basic features of Solo and the ways that I think it can help read oral tests to your students, and another way for them to take their resources and have them read aloud.